Maxwell. Welcome back to my channel. This is Max Reacts. Tonight I'm watching a video about LovelyTi, finally watching one of her videos. It says social media reacts to Latto and Glorilla getting a Grammy nomination over Nicki Minaj. This is a breakdown. I had said I was gonna stay away from Grammys, Nicki, rappers, that kind of thing for a while. So I'm gonna be very careful with what I say here because I have feelings and opinions, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see what happens.
Ready? Y'all get ready?
Yes, you got me.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the LovelyTi TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the LovelyTi TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
The Grammy Awards are an awards show that was created by the Recording Academy, which is the U.S. organization of musicians, producers, recording engineers, and other recording professionals. The award show was originally called the Gramophone Awards, and it recognized outstanding achievements in the music industry. The very first Grammy held its first ceremony on May 4th, 1959. Since then, the annual presentation features live performances by some of the most notable artists. Over time, many musicians have dreamed of having at least one Grammy nomination, let alone hearing their name called on the coveted Grammy stage. The prestige of having a Grammy Award attached to their name for many makes them official in the eyes of the music industry. The shimmering gramophone is just the cherry on top for many artists. Welcome to LovelyTi TV, and thank you all for the prayers and well wishes. I have been fighting the flu since last Tuesday.
Oh no.
I'm feeling somewhat better, so I had to come online and do this video. So if you're new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the like button as well. So unless you've been living under a rock, Tuesday was the official announcement of the nominations for the 65th annual Grammy Awards. So a lot of these names came as a surprise, and some of these names didn't really surprise anyone. So if you guys don't know, Queen Beyonce is definitely leading the nomination with a total of 9, including Best Dance Album Recording, Best Dance Electronic Album, and Album and Song of the Year as well. Kendrick Lamar and Adele are close behind with 8 nominations each. Mary J. Blige also earned a nomination for Record of the Year. Mary J. Blige also has 9 Grammy Awards total under her belt. On the rap front, Doja Cat is nominated for Record of the Year, as well as Best Rap Performance and Best Pop Solo Performance. She's also nominated for Best Music Video and Best Pop Duo Performance with Post Malone. Now, Latto is in the mix officially. She earned 2 nominations, one for Best New Artist, and the other is Best Rap Performance. Newcomer Glorilla is sending shockwaves around the internet. Glorilla surprised everyone with her FNF Let's Go being nominated for Best Rap Performance. Now, the snubs of the night go to Summer Walker. She dropped an album this year. A lot of people really enjoyed it, but she was snubbed. And Nicki Minaj was also snubbed. Now, Nicki Minaj has received 10 Grammy nominations during her musical career. But if you guys remember, last month, she went on a whole Twitter tirade. She was upset basically because her song, Super Freaky Girl, was being moved from the rap category to the pop category. And she felt like if they're going to move Super Freaky Girl, they also need to move Latto's Big Energy because that song is also pop as well. And a lot of people, including myself, agreed with that. But then Nicki took it one step further. Her and Latto started going back and forth. It got very ugly. And Latto even released a private phone conversation of her and Nicki, where Nicki was basically down-talking her and berating her.
I've done nothing to you. Yeah, you are.
Something that is clearly delusional.
It's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing.
Something that's stupid and misinformed.
It's
I'm the one acting crazy.
it's delusional to say that other girls are flourishing.
We're not being
Recognize we weren't giving the platforms that we're being given right now. And I give you props all the time in every other interview for opening the door for that to be a possibility now.
So today, this caused a lot of different things to trend online. Glorilla was trending, Latto was trending. No Grammy for Granny was also trending #1 on Twitter. Because as you guys know, Latto accused Nicki Minaj of being a 40-year-old bully. Hence the new name Granny was given to Nicki Minaj by Latto fans. So that's been trending all day as well. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what Latto had to say about her nomination. She was indeed very happy. She took to Twitter and she said this: "I'm crying so bad right now. Never give up on your dreams. Shit done got rough, but don't give up." Then she says, "One thing about God." Glorilla also took to her page and she basically retweeted this. Chart data says Glorilla is nominated at the Grammys for the first time at Glow the Official. Glorilla replied back and she says, "God, I am speechless." And then she ended up writing this on Twitter. She says, "The same song they clowned me and my friends about saying we was ugly and dusty just got nominated for a Grammy. When God is on your side, you cannot fail." So Latto replied back to her and says, "Well deserved, G to the L to the O, big low." And then Chloe Bailey also replied to her and says, "My mother effing girl, I'm so happy for you." And Big Latto says, "Thank you, Chloe. I love you so much, sis." And then Cardi B got in there and she says, "Glorilla." So Cardi's just as proud of Glorilla and Latto. She's worked with both ladies. And Cardi also has a Grammy to her name. And funny enough, on Halloween, she was Marge Simpson. And she was dusting off her Grammy Award. So again, this has caused a lot of controversy. Some people feel like this is not fair. You know, the fact that Nicki Minaj has been in the game for so long and has still not received a Grammy. So here goes some of the tweets that are online. This person says, "Now, if you think Glorilla or Latto deserve a Grammy over Nicki, you are a complete hater, and I suggest you get a form of counseling. How they doing her is insane." Somebody else says, "Latto has no good songs for real, and Glorilla just got here. This shit is all for play." One of the top retweeted comments says this: "They will intentionally give Glorilla and Latto a Grammy. Just wait. The idea is to award every single female rapper with one except for Nicki Minaj, the most successful, highest selling, and most certified female rapper in history. It's sick." Now, some people are saying that Nicki took her nomination back and that's why she wasn't nominated. I don't believe that for a second. Other people are saying that Nicki could care less. I also don't believe that. Nicki has spoken for years, like it or not, about wanting a Grammy and knowing that she would eventually get a Grammy one day. And if she did not care about a Grammy, she wouldn't have went on that tirade that she went on last month.
And in terms of me and my career, you know, the Grammys is everything. It's the only thing. In terms, you know, to a music artist, like it's what you live for. It's what you know, this is what you work for.
So again, you can't move the goalpost every time she's not nominated and say that Nicki doesn't care, because she obviously cares. Now, I do find it very interesting. While I'm a fan of Glorilla, I like her attitude and her personality. She seems really cool. I do find it very interesting that FNF, which is a song that literally just got here 7 months ago, is now being nominated for a Grammy. It's a song to me that's more viral than anything that has like real substance or like real bars. It's a fun song. If it comes on in the club, we're all gonna get up and twerk and shake our ass. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a fun song. But it's very interesting that that is a Grammy-nominated song. But congratulations to Glorilla nonetheless. She is working hard. She's putting out music. Everything that she's touching so far has been a bop. So, you know, things are definitely working in her favor. Latto, we've watched Latto get it from the ground up. We watched her on the rap game, being this, you know, 15, 16-year-old kid.
Hey, everybody. I go by today from Miss Mulatto.
All right.
Man, I'm 16 now. I ain't playing no more games with y'all kids. No Candyland, no more holding hands. Anybody can get it, real spit. Come through spraying like hair spritz, hotter than a fresh pot full of grits. Oh, make that thing sing like a falsetto. You just got let go, better call the gecko.
And we watched her really strive to get to where she's at. So I'm not mad at all for Latto getting that nomination.
Agreed.
It's very much well-deserved. She's been here for a while just trying to grind it out. But I do feel like it is odd. I have to be honest. It is odd that after all these years, Nicki Minaj has not been given a Grammy.
Exactly.
You know, even before the new Rap Girls came, even before all the beef and all the goofy stuff that she does online, it is very interesting that yet and still she has not gotten a Grammy at all. Nicki hasn't said anything tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see if she has anything to say about this.
We don't cast, last. Anybody go talk great fast.
So congratulations to Burna Boy and Tems for also being nominated this year. I hope they both win. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what comes of all of this. So I leave the question to you guys. What do you guys think about the nominations this year? You guys happy for Glorilla and Latto? Do you feel like they both deserve it? How do you feel about people saying that, you know, Glorilla just got here? How is she nominated already? Or do you feel like FNF was just a really big song this year? Couldn't go anywhere without hearing it. And so that's why she's nominated. And how do you guys feel about Nicki Minaj once again being snubbed by the Grammys? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Once again, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure to share the video. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will talk to y'all later.
This was a really, really good video. An awesome breakdown of it. And I also do agree. I think it's interesting as someone who really does listen to all of these women. I don't have a favorite female rapper. I've said that to y'all on numerous occasions. I do definitely listen to Nicki Minaj more than any other female rapper just because she's Nicki Minaj. Like, you just, you know, there's really no need for me to explain that. But I'm not a Barb. I'm not a stan. I don't do that. I think that's crazy because at the end of the day, you're still tearing somebody else down quite consistently in the name of someone who isn't about tearing other people down. Yes, she's beefed with these people and had issues with them, but she's not gonna just sit around and advocate for y'all just tearing people down for the sake of tearing people down. Especially when it just doesn't look good and it doesn't make sense to me. Some of it is just like, okay, y'all childish. But then I see other people like me who really are just like, yo, female rap was killing it this year. Everybody was dropping good music. You know, there are more women that honestly should be in this conversation that should have been nominated as well. So I think it's great to see Latto and Glorilla nominated. It sucks that Nicki is not. You know, I think the association or the academy, whatever it is, they definitely need to be assessed. And maybe there needs to be, you know, a shift in their, you know, membership, because it does seem like, I think Milan Christopher responded. I didn't agree with everything that he said under like a Shade Room post earlier today, but he said, you know, if the members don't fuck with you, then you won't get, you know, recognized. I think that's great. I think that's true to a degree, but some of the other stuff that he had to say, I was like, nah, you kind of reaching with that. But yeah, I also got to think about the video that has leaked or recently come back from the CEO of the Academy, where he said it's subjective. It's super subjective. It's hard for anybody who's been following somebody maybe since the inception of their career to look up and see this somebody that they think has come out of left field get nominated for something, whereas again on the other side of it, there's somebody that's been following that person since the beginning of their career and they know what that person went through. So it's different ways to look at it. It's all perspective. And I would challenge people, especially like social media, y'all, to not be so clouded by your love for one that you just tear down another one. I don't like that. I've said that in previous videos. I've gotten drugged in the comments for that. You don't have to tear someone else down to love the one that you love. You don't. You can celebrate the one that you love and pay the other one dust. That would actually do more to tarnish or keep down the other person if you don't like them. Just don't say nothing, because if there's no conversation about them, there's no way for them to blow up and make it bigger than what they are. You know what I mean? But outside of that, let those who love them, and you love who you love. You'll feel better, you know? I can't tell you how much peace I have knowing I ain't got on social media and just drug somebody in my life. That don't make sense. It looks crazy. It looks crazy, you know what I mean? But I know it's fun for some of y'all. So that's your idea of fun. More power to you. Kudos to you, bitch. But aside from that, yeah, I agree. I think Nicki should have been, you know, she should have won the 10 that she's been nominated for. She should have been nominated this year. But what this shows me, when I look at, you know, her history and her impact, she'll continue to make great music that should be nominated, and prayerfully, hopefully one of these years, she'll earn that nomination and actually get the Grammy. Because outside of what people are saying about it being a trash award or, you know, not as heavily weighted as it used to be and things like that, it's still something she wants. You know, we all have things that we really, really want. You know, be it have so much money in the bank account, to be recognized in this way. So if that's the way that she wants to be recognized and she wants her talent to be solidified, then by all means, I do think that she should, you know, be given the same chance and the same recognition and the same playing field as everyone else to get it. And, you know, that sucks to see that she's not getting that. So, yeah. Yes, I do think it's good though to see Glorilla nominated because she does represent a certain type of woman. Y'all may not like it or support it or anything like that. I may come to you and speak very eloquently and have, you know, all these different educational pieces to me, but I grew up with Glorillas. So I did. I grew up in that kind of an environment. So I see that and I'm like, it's a whole demographic of young girls who don't know nothing different than that, who might go out there and say, oh, she did it, so I can do something great, and they can go further than her. Maybe they'll put more into the craft and it'll come out a little bit different. So it's interesting to see that. And like I said, I follow, you know, Latto since like the rap game. And we've seen her do the coming of age. She was able to successfully navigate coming from a child star into being an adult star. So, you know, these are the things and these are the reasons why I say they deserve the nominations and awards just like Nicki, because we watched Nicki grind from the come up and from doing mixtapes and, you know, not being accepted, being the pioneer, a new pioneer, I'll say a new pioneer, in an era where female rap was dying. And then, you know, really paving the way for the ones we see now, in addition to showing love to those who came in and were coming up with her. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting conversation. It's one I've been trying to stay away from because it can be very negative no matter what I say. I've learned, you know, I'm learning with this YouTube platform whether or not I can say she's the greatest female rapper alive. And there's gonna be one person who does not like me saying that. I can say this, I could say she's, you know, I could say something negative and I'm gonna get drugged for that. You know what I mean? When my opinions of her are all positive. You know what I mean? I love Nicki Minaj, but my opinions of others are positive. And for that, I don't want people to be like so mad about that they decide, oh, you wrong because, you know, you gotta pick a side. No, I don't have to pick a side. Nobody has to pick a side. Nobody. So, yeah, this was good. The social media reactions are very crazy. Y'all need help. Y'all need help. I agree with y'all, she deserves it, but the way y'all pulling and dragging and tugging down other women is just ridiculous. It needs to be stopped. Y'all need help. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I understand you love who you love. If you hate me for that, I'm so sorry, but those are my opinions. Just like you have yours. But otherwise, let me know what you thought about this below. Comment, like, subscribe. Until next time, peace.